Hello and welcome. My name's Adam Pratt, and this is another Chaos to Memories course. I've been organizing photos and other digital media for more than 20 years, and I love sharing my expertise with others through courses like this. Let's start with a fun example. I have 3 cans of food. One is black beans, one is mandarin oranges, and one is coconut milk. Now, I like each of these foods, but if I was making a meal, I could never substitute one of these ingredients for another. But do you see the dilemma? I've removed the labels from these cans, so how will I know what's inside? That's right, I would need to open each can to know what's inside. And digital photos and videos are the same way. Without a system of labels, you have to open each one to see what's inside. But imagine you had labels that you could search. Wouldn't that be easier? Let's look at another example. These are 2 vintage photographs I bought at the Emporium in Omaha, Nebraska. The Emporium is a wacky store that sells a little bit of everything, and they have a sizable department of orphaned photos. That's right, there are baby albums, wedding albums, graduation photos, family portraits, and more. There are literally thousands and thousands of photos without an owner and without a story. And as a professional photo organizer, this literally made me cry. But without a good labeling system, our digital photos will face a similar fate. And this is why metadata is so important. Now, you might have had a grandmother who wrote notes on the backs of old photos, things like dates, places, names, and events. Those precious details help you understand the context and the story of a photograph. Well, metadata is the digital equivalent of those handwritten notes, and you're going to learn all about the fundamental concepts and best practices of metadata in this course. So let's do a quick course overview. I've really broken this down into 4 main categories. We're going to start with foundational concepts, so you'll understand the basics of metadata. Then we'll talk about the technology basics. How does it work and what kind of software are you going to need to handle metadata? Number 3, we're going to look at some practical examples of the kinds of metadata that you want to record and how to do that. And then number 4, we're going to talk about best practices for how to apply this metadata to your photos and how to work with clients. I do want to point out that this is more of a conceptual foundational class. It is not hands-on, step-by-step, how-to technical training. If you want that, I cover this in detail in my Lightroom course, but this is a more foundational basics course. I think that'll set the groundwork for your later learning. So when you sign up for this course, what will you get? Well, it includes 4 modules on a variety of topics, and those 4 modules include more than 20 individual lessons. And those lessons include about 2 hours of training content. When you sign up, you'll get instant and unlimited access to all those courses. You don't have to wait. And you can also take your time and watch and rewatch the lessons at your convenience. And finally, I'm also going to include my client getting started form. This is the form that I use to start every new client project to help me gather some of the important details that I'm going to need to add metadata to my client's photographs. So if you're not yet familiar with metadata, this is going to be an incredible jumpstart to your learning. And if this is your first Chaos to Memories course, you may be wondering, who is Adam and why would I sign up for a course with this guy? Well, in a nutshell, I'm an experienced software trainer and I've been doing this for well over 20 years. I'm also a published book author, so I love teaching and training. And I'm also a professional photo organizer. And all of the principles and workflows that are taught in this course come out of my more than 20 years of experience of managing large photo collections. So this is very practical, and I hope you'll join us. I also want to tell you a little bit about my company, Chaos to Memories, because everything that I'm going to teach in this course comes out of the work that we do. So in a nutshell, every year we organize millions of digital photos for our clients. We also scan tens of thousands of photos in all sorts of formats, prints, slides, negatives, and so on. And we convert thousands and thousands of hours of digital video for our clients. And I point this out because what we do with that content is really important. There are many companies out there that will convert this stuff, but we do more than convert. We convert it and then we turn it into a family photo archive that is sorted, it's searchable, and this is where the metadata comes in, and this is really important. And because we use metadata to make the archive searchable, that means that people can more easily share their memories, whether that's via text or on Facebook or in beautiful albums, slideshows, you name it. And then because all of that is searchable and shareable and all in one place, it's also secure, so our clients can have peace of mind about the work that we've done for them and their family memories. Now again, there are lots of companies that will convert your videos and scan your photos, but if that's all you're doing, I'm of the opinion that the project's not done. It's really incomplete work. To make those photos really enjoyable and shareable, they have to be searchable, and the way you make them searchable is via metadata. Now, before we end this lesson, I want to share a short story with you because several years ago, when I was just starting my business, one of my first clients had actually had all of her photos scanned already. She had spent thousands of dollars having thousands and thousands of photos scanned, and they were all safe and secure on a hard drive. But after 7 years, she had never looked at them once. The problem was all of the photos, as you can see here, they were really disorganized. They were really just chaos. And what she got back on that hard drive from that other company was just digital chaos. And so again, the project was incomplete. So she came to Chaos to Memories, and what we did was we finished her project. We made her photos searchable. We made sure they matched up with all her physical photos, and now she can enjoy and share them. She shares them with her kids and her siblings. She does creative projects with them. And this is what's possible only when you've added that metadata to make your photos searchable and shareable. So that's what we do at Chaos to Memories. And I want you to learn these metadata foundations so that you can tackle your own projects and client projects with clarity and confidence.